Again. I don't know why this thing mutes me. Anyways, it is Wednesday, February 18th, 2026. I am SirFelixTheCat, and yeah, welcome back to Talk About Politics Morning Talk. Was off the past couple days, busy on Monday. Tuesday, because of Monday night, we did our regular podcast with me and Hawk, and yeah, I was in no condition to get up and start looking for more news stories, especially since I covered quite a bit of what I would cover during that. Anyways, yeah, we do have a couple stories for today, so let's go ahead and get into this. First, a quick update. The Washington millionaire tax has cleared their state senate, so now it goes on to the House, and we still have the governor, Bob Ferguson, who's saying like he'd like to see more changes, more money going to the people, which again can only be a good thing to send the money back to the people. Try to put it where it belongs, which, yeah, it truly does. The same thing that should happen in California if only their governor would, quit being trash and support it as well. Get money back to the people who deserve it. Californians pay so much in tax, mainly because they're rich, don't pay much in tax. Give it back to the people. Every state should kind of look at that. Tax the corporations, tax the rich. Let the money come back. That would be true trickle down. So the fact that Republicans don't support what they've stood behind for years is also just baffling. This only passed their Senate a 27-22 vote. Like, that was much closer than it should have been. Much closer than it should have been. Should have been landslide. Anyways, on to the next one. We do have a top DHS spokesperson who became a face of Trump immigration policy leaving. This is Tricia McLaughlin. She is the Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs at the Department of Homeland Security. Apparently, she was starting to plan her leave back in December, but pushed back her departure amid the aftermath of the shootings of U.S. citizens Renee Good and Alex Preddy. Oh, I'm sorry, we should say, by the executions by the terrorist organization known as ICE. That's better. Yeah, I would like to see more of them leave. And by more, I mean all of them. Let's get Kristi Noem to resign. Let's get, I can't remember his name, the bald guy who took money from the FBI, the moron, and it was a sting operation that he fell for. Get him to leave. All of them. And then let's, take it to the next step and just disband ICE. Just abolish it. That'd be beautiful. Would be beautiful. Okay, on to bigger stories. There was the Munich thing, and I didn't get to talk about this. But we had a couple, I guess, big talks that happened there. One was from AOC, which she did say I wasn't there because I was running for president, blah, blah, blah. But the focus of what she said was that the governments need to support the working class. Like, the obvious thing. You should support the working class, and companies should learn from this too. If you support your workers, you know what happens? Your business does better. When you treat them better, they work better. Imagine that. Anyways, yeah, we absolutely need to, we must deliver for the working class to stave off authoritarianism. True. If we had, let's go back and say things worked out differently at a different time. And we had someone who had like Bernie's policies back before 2026. Like, say Obama went harder and leaned further left. There would be no way in hell Trump would have won his first election. Therefore, he wouldn't have won his second election. Or his second term. None of this would have happened. If you treat people fairly and they see like, hey, I'm actually benefiting from this, they're going to be less likely to believe, like way less likely to believe people like those on Fox News, those on the far right who just spread lies at you every single day. You'll have people actually be like, oh, this is better. We are all thriving. We're not just saying like, look at the Dow Jones, look at the Dow Jones. It doesn't mean anything to us. Like, yeah, it might help your 401k a little bit. Meanwhile, you are struggling to put food on your table, pay your bills. You can't afford an emergency because if an emergency comes up, you're screwed. You could be screwed for months, years, anything. It's not how people should live. And what AOC said is absolutely true. Take care of those who would be in the position of struggling should something happen, and everything will get better. You don't do a trickle-down economic system. You kind of have to do a flowing upward system. Start from the bottom, get everybody to thrive. That would be true left policies. That would be something that benefits everyone. But yep. Hopefully people take that to heart. I know there's a lot of people in the US who won't, mainly the rich, because, oh God, how dare I help them. Oh, and this one, Rubio. Rubio also was there and spoke, and his message wasn't one of like hope or even joy. He basically said, we're just going to keep being a bully because, you know, being a bully shows we care about you. And that's not reality. Good morning, Carl. We missed you later on in the show on Monday. I was bringing you up. I got Hawk to admit he's a Russian spy or a Russian simp. Given he was super drunk by then. But yeah, no, everything that Rubio said was just, it's like a backhanded compliment in a way, while also basically saying like, yeah, we're going to continue to threaten you. We're going to continue to do bad shit. Yeah, she does need to brush up on foreign affairs. I'll admit that with AOC. Her main message was all that was really good. And it was more focused. It wasn't even for other countries. Other countries do it better than the US. It was mainly so weird. You go overseas to preach a message for the US, purely just for the US, to people not from the US. So it was strange. The whole situation was strange. But some doggo wars. I had some. Oh yeah, yep. Gotta take care of the dogs. But yeah, everything Rubio said was should basically keep our allies overseas like just worried. I mean, it would have been much worse had someone like Trump walked out there. Had Trump walked out there and started speaking, we would probably have a war on our hands, because he would have sat there and bragged about how amazing he is, how he's the best thing to ever happen to Europe. And that would just set them off, because they'd be like, okay, so making threats against us is great. And that's pretty much just a stronger version of what Rubio preached. It was disgusting. We can't have people like this talking to our allies. Like they've proven over and over, this administration should have nothing to do with any other country or this country. It's terrifying. It is terrifying. Given Rubio, sadly, probably is the best speaker in this administration. He's a complete Trump simp, but he at least does have some tact. He's usually the one standing there beside Trump. So when Trump can't, like his dementia gets the better of him and he can't figure out what to say, he calls in Rubio so Rubio can say something that's more corporate speak, which makes people feel somewhat more secure, I guess, somehow. But yeah, no, that was very terrifying. Very terrifying. And then I have an article here that's titled Racist Congressman Does Racist Thing. Republican Randy Fine, a congressman from, I believe, Florida, right? Yep, from Florida, of course. Decided to post on X, Twitter, saying, where'd it go? Oh man, where'd it go? Oh yeah, if they force us to choose, the choice between dogs and Muslims is not a difficult one. Which is disgusting. I don't think we should be in a time and I mean, Trump's proven this left and right. Our politicians should not be on social media like this. Like, yeah, I understand it's a way for them to reach out to the people and be more connected to them, but we shouldn't have that. It's nice that we do, just for the fact that the racists constantly out themselves. Just constantly. But it's... the racism's got to stop. Let's see. Oh, yeah, where he voted multiple times. Yeah, I got to talk about that, too. Yeah, this is the same douchebag. Whenever it wants to load. If it wants to load. Who knows? There we go. Yep. Votes once, looks around, goes, votes again, votes again. Yeah, none of that should be legal. It is absolutely mind-blowing how he wasn't just removed for that. The second that happened, when he just started, I'm going to vote, look around, see if anybody's watching me, and I'm just going to go vote, and vote. But yet, remember, this is from the same party that says it's the Democrats who always try to rig these elections, who always try to cheat. But yet, every time we've had an investigation, it seems to be the vast majority of people trying to cheat elections are Republicans. It's like they understand, if I don't cheat, I won't win. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Like what Trump did in 2020 when he tried to cheat because he knew if he didn't cheat, he wouldn't win. I'm still right now saying he won the 2024 election. There's still investigations happening on that. There's states looking into it now. Things are actually moving forward with investigations on that. I should probably do a full show on that at some point. It's everything that's going on there. But yeah, there's a lot of weird things happen with the 2024 election. And the Election Truth Alliance has been investigating this and working with the states for a while. It's been pretty nice. Pretty nice to see. But yeah, the same piece of shit decided to go ahead. He cheats in elections, posts racist things, and sadly, his supporters probably still support him. Because, as we've known for years, the Republican Party is the party of hate and racism. They are the ones who have direct ties to the South and being pro-slavery in the Civil War. They're the same party that thinks Hitler's Nazi party had it right. Not when it came to like their initial policies, which were more socialist, more of the, we should put people in cages and kill them because they're not like me. It's disgusting. People like this shouldn't be around. We do not need them in office. And it shouldn't be a resignation. Don't give the guy the dignity of resigning. Remove him. If someone posts something racist, blatantly racist, remove them. That goes back to Trump in last week when he decided to post the racist AI or reshare the racist AI thing about Obama and Michelle as monkeys. Remove them. You're then showing you are not for the country. Yeah, okay, so you think that your whole, like, at least for this guy, he thinks his whole area is just a bunch of white people. There's not a single person there of Muslim faith. That's probably wrong. I mean, he probably has some Buddhists in his area too. Is he going to go against them too because they're not Christian? We shouldn't have this racism and I mean, what do you call it? Religious bigotry. I don't know what that word would be, but it all needs to stop. They need to be removed. Wait, is he wearing a yarmulke? Is he Jewish? Didn't know that. Still a racist piece of shit. Which, I mean, that'd make it even more clear. The government of Israel, the Zionist Jews, not the actual Jews, they they're terrible, racist, Islamophobic pieces of shit. And I would assume with the way this guy acts, the way he does things, he's more Zionist than Jews as we know them. The people of the actual Jewish faith, not the ones who are Nazis in disguise praying around using Jew as like a shield for themselves. Like Benny Boy. Netanyahu is not a Jew, he's a Zionist. An evil, vile Zionist piece of shit. And a genocidal mania. But yeah, it is bad. Oh, nice. Palestinian is a synonym for evil. From Congressman Randy Fine. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Absolute joke. Get rid of him. Get rid of him and all of his kind. Everyone that supports this guy, get rid of him. And I'm sure we're going to have people like this article is from NBC. I'm sure if you went on to like Fox News, it's going to be like, oh, you know, people are misunderstanding what he said. Guarantee that. My last story, which I am super excited for. New Mexico's lawmakers approve a comprehensive probe into Epstein's Zorro Ranch. It is a 7,600 acre property. It could be terrifying what we find from here, but also very enlightening. I mean, there's got to be some dirty, dirty secrets buried here. This is where people were going and eating kids. The Epstein files show that this place was a hot topic. So, yeah, I really can't wait for it to take place. I'm sure it's going to go on for quite a while with how big the property is and how much. I mean, we're still going through the files. That last batch of 3 million files, people are still digging through daily, finding new things out about it. Plus, we have another, 2.5 million files that haven't been released because those ones, you know, even with all the redactions they did, would still implicate people like Trump. I mean, if you don't believe that's going to implicate Trump, look at how they've reacted to releasing those last few. No, I think the country should just move on. No, we're done. We're not going to be investigating anymore. Yeah, that's proof that his sycophants are being like, no, we release these. He's fucked. So yeah, I hope all these people get brought down. Every single one of them. Everyone who partook in the activities of Epstein, prison. Just absolute prison. If they did worse things, we find out they did worse things, then yes, they deserve worse things as well. But yeah, legislation which passed in New Mexico's House of Representatives by a unanimous vote could pose risk to any additional politicians linked to Epstein in the Democratic-run state, as well as scientists, investors, and other high-profile individuals who visited the ranch. Because we had tons of people. I mean, we have Bill Gates. We have, he's already dead, but, God, why am I drawing a name on it? Blank on his name. Guy in the wheelchair who had the cool animatronic voice speaking thing for his disease. With him already passed, it's going to be hard to go after him, his estate, I guess. Definitely ruin his name. Which, if you're doing vile things, partaking in these activities, you kind of deserve it. I don't care what you did. I don't care if Jesus himself showed up in the Epstein files as doing bad things to kids. He deserves it too. Nobody should be excluded. If there's proof that Clinton did bad things, put him away forever. Or worse, depending on what he did. If Biden shows up in it and he was linked to be doing this bad stuff, same for him. Obama, who hasn't been brought up in it yet. Something happened with him, same to him. Everyone who's tied to it should go down for it. Yet we're still the only country that won't happen because, you know, we got to protect the pedophiles, the GOP, guardians of the pedophiles. But hopefully we will get something going on. I don't think they'll be able to be protected from state level crimes, which is what fall under. However, if the FBI gets involved, which the FBI has also come out and was giving death threats to Thomas Massey and his staff for looking into the Epstein files. Lets us know what will probably happen. If they step in, they'll take it over and just wash it away. And we'll get nothing. So let's just hope for the best. Glad to see that state officials are doing something about it. Oh yeah, Lex Wexner does his closed door deposition for Congress today. From his mansion. Oh, beautiful. So that's going to be rigged. Yeah, I mean, the way the Republicans are handling this is just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Bowing down to the wealthy, to the elite, to cover up their terrible, terrible activities. It's disgusting. Disgusting and disappointing. But yeah, that was really all I had. This will be a story to keep an eye on. We'll probably be talking about it for, I'm assuming this will take months, so we'll be talking about it for months. But yeah, also a reminder of what I said on Monday's podcast. Watch out for ICE and their new activities. Sometimes they're coming in fully garbed up like they have been. Other times they're completely undercover. No markings, no badges, no masks. Just a group of guys driving like Subarus and shit, pulling up and just abducting people. So watch out. Stay safe. Watch out for also their scouters too. The guys who just drive up and they're like by themselves in a truck, just asking questions like, oh yeah, just want to see what's going on around here. Yeah, they're scouting. They're absolutely scouting for ICE to call them in. There'll be a raid shortly. So definitely watch yourself. Watch those around you. Don't stand for it. If you see them, 100% protest. Protest to their face. There's not really shit they can do to you. I mean, they'll try to arrest you, but you'll get out. You're absolutely going to get out. I mean, unless you're brown, then they might try to kill you because that's what they do. And or they'll say you drew a gun when you're just holding your cell phone to their face because, filming someone hurts. It hurts so bad. I mean, I'm filmed right now and I'm dying from pain. It's like kryptonite. It's crazy. It is crazy stuff. But yeah, like I said, that's all I had. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. And until then, you take care and stay safe. Hey, thanks for watching this video. And if you could, please help us out and give us a like, maybe comment, and subscribe. Better yet, share our content. It's pretty dark times out there, and this is topics that people need to hear. It's what's best for our country. I mean, we're talking about better politics. And also, if you want, join our Discord. Carry on the conversation. It's a fun time. And until next time, you take care.